welcome to this overview of how PageSuite fits into your editorial strategy. This presentation was delivered at One IFRA in Vienna in 2016 and is called 5 in 5 as it's 5 key ideas for newspaper publishers around the world in approximately 5 minutes. The first slide is all about optimizing your content. So it's delivering a branded and editorially driven design, UX, UI, and cover-to-cover experience every single day, depending on what device your customer is engaging with your content on. As you see here from the 3 tablet editions, these different brands are curating and creating a single edition that gives the readers the same experience wherever they are in their territory, wherever they are in the world. So no two people see a different thing. And this is because the brands want to control, like you do in print, the experience that the reader actually enjoys. So you can prioritize top news stories and maintain that position within the various devices, within various channels, and fix that so your editorial team and your journalists have that control across the different channels. The second slide is the complete opposite. We're flipping it and handing control to your reader. So this is all about personalization. So we've got client examples you can see in the top right. Is a brand called Newsday out of Long Island in the US, where each subscriber can actually control right down to a real deep level things like push notifications. You can follow individual stories and get push notifications related to that, as well as in the bottom left, brands like The Independent, AM New York, and Evening Standard, where you can personalize your categories. Now you can actually have a mixed hybrid model where certain sections or certain stories can be retained in certain fixed positions, so that if you're selling advertising, for instance, against sport or against lifestyle, those can or can't be turned off, while still giving readers elements of personalization. There is complete flexibility to be able to do that. And you as a brand need to figure out where that fits strategically in terms of advertising, but if you're selling subscriptions, how deep do you want that personalization to go? Next, in 2017, there's a lot of things around UGC already emerging, but we can see from the visual on the bottom right, snap and send. It's about maximizing your readers' intuitive nature to use their smart devices to capture content, the Instagram generation, videos, images, stories that they're seeing whilst out and about, getting that into you and your editorial team. It's almost the new letters to the editor type concept. So the third concept behind how PageSuite fit in editorially is along the streamlining the workflows, because as we all know, a lot of publishers are stretched for resource, and there's huge pressures operationally and production wise, yet digital is an emerging channel and we want to make this as rich and as interactive and engaging as possible. So the examples that we've got here have got hotspots on page which trigger videos and image galleries which are incredibly powerful and incredibly engaging when we look at some of the stats and metrics that those clients are delivering back to us. And you've also got pop-up articles, so that's delivered again through a more richer, engaging content format layering on top of the e-paper. So these don't have to be done manually, as you may already have, or with manual intervention. The idea now is that you have to streamline as much as possible, automate it, and take that resource demand away from already stretched operational and production teams, while still giving your readers the most interactive and engaging experience. And we can see that the publishers who have that blend of interactive content on top of replica or interactive content through live XML feeds, RSS, JSON, straight into the feed-based type products are getting high levels of repeat engagement on a daily basis, particularly when you couple it with things like push notifications. But the overview and the overall message here is streamlining as much as possible from your existing systems through into PageSuite. So the fourth idea is that publishers and media companies are going beyond the boundaries of just news. So publishing is more than just articles. So we help you, and we hope that you delve right into the psyche of your markets, whether it's on a national or local, regional level. What is really important to your audience in your region? So we've got clients in major US cities where traffic, congestion is a routine part of daily life. So using live video cameras of the highways, looking at the seasonal effects of weather, on how that's going to affect your commute in the morning or in the afternoon, is intrinsically part of what people come to these brands for, alongside your more traditional publishing type content. So our apps and our digital products are supplementing your news content, your e-paper, replica products, with things like puzzles, interactive InRix integrations, which is the video cameras. You've got AccuWeather, BBC Weather for the weather feeds and mapping. We see here with the middle smartphone product, there's personalization and an API integration with a third-party sports feed. All of these actually enable you as a brand to move beyond just typical live publishing. And these are very, very engaging products. So we know that on days where potentially the puzzle isn't updated from that third-party provider, subscribers go absolutely nuts. They're calling our support line every second of the day because that's what they expect to see. Like with a print product, if that's what makes your brand really engaging and different in the local market, then the same has to apply and translate into the digital and mobile environment. So the final idea from an editorial perspective, again thinking how it fits with PageSuite as a mobile, tablet, digital provider, is from the editorial strategic side. So we go around the world speaking to publishers, seeing this a lot in Scandinavia, where the newspapers are actually splitting their print teams from their digital teams in entirety, and the print team has to create content that has already been leveraged by digital journalists in the preceding 23 hours, which is a complete flip on the traditional model where you have either digital and print journalists working together, or you're leading with print journalism first. I think actually how that works as well, you have to consider the technical side of things as well. So with iOS 10, we saw the introduction of the lock screen as an inbox, and ever increasingly the importance of push notifications to subscribers and to customers, and how you can actually utilize more of the technological tools available to you in a mobile-first editorial way. So that's our 5 in 5. Thank you for listening. Do follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or get in touch with your account manager today.